Bam! Intro at the start, not at the end of the video. I got you, bro. Also, we're gonna change things up a little bit this month because my deck list is not that much different from the ones we used from like 2 months ago, I think, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong though, could be like 3 months ago or like last month. I don't know. Last month was like 60 cards though, right? So deck list is not that much different. So I'm gonna show you like another perspective. We're gonna do it live, and it's gonna split into different parts because ultimately I'm not doing this like in like one go. I do it in different days. Sometimes I have more time, sometimes I don't. So yeah, it's gonna be split into like 4 or 5 parts. I have no idea. This is the beginning. Yeah, don't get used to it though, because every month is different, right? Every month is different. You can't really always do this. For me specifically, but this month I'm gonna do it because the deck is the same. I don't want to play the same deck if I don't have anything new to add to it. So yeah, let's go with this. I do have new things to add to this though, but it's not that much of an like let's call it revolutionary. Okay, so we're gonna start at Master 5 because I did climb from Diamond 5 to Master 5 with this deck list, and it worked pretty well. So with that being said, we're gonna start with this deck list right here. For starter, we have the 3 Horus. You're running the Horus engine with the 3 Mseti, 1 Dua Mutaf, one Happy, and also the 2 King Sarcophagus. This Horus engine is important because most people don't realize it's that important. You just think I'm playing jank. Yeah, no, they do have a purpose. Because they are gonna force your opponent to play. That sounds weird. How does it work? Well, yeah, if your opponent's smart, then sometimes they don't even activate like cards into your cards. I know that's crazy, right? But if they see like me activating Upside Goblin into the Void and like Desire drawing all that stuff, they're like, this guy's playing Sky Striker Tenpai or something. I'm not gonna activate any monster effect to play around threats and talent, and sometimes we brick because of that. The Horus monster fixed that because if you don't do anything to Horus, they OTK you. So that's why we're running the Horus. Also, um, we are running Allure of Darkness, right? 3 copies of Allure of Darkness. So the importance of having like 3 more Dark Monster, pretty nice, pretty nice. And I like the Horus engine. I can win very fast with them. And we still are going to be able to OTK through the Upside Goblin because this get offset by 1 Ipseti, right? 3 Upside Goblin is just like 1 Ipseti damage. I can do it. I can OTK through that. And the games went by relatively fast. We either lose very fast or we win. It's very rare actually going into turn 3 or higher, but turn 3 is like maybe standard because then you can like Protoss lock. Speaking of Protoss, we're back with Atomistic Protoss because I'm still anticipating like a lot of Malice because they have new support. And so Riseol, this is not bad into Riseol. Not bad into Rogue either because the Rogue deck is like I see like a few Rogue decks along the way, like Voice. I don't know why Gemini. So this is still pretty good against those, and this is like the Dark Monster for Allure of Darkness. You can make this easily because you're running Ray and a bunch of Sky Striker monster. No decks makes Protoss, easier than Sky Striker. Going turn 2, by the way. Turn 2, not turn 1. A lot of decks can make Protoss better than Sky Striker turn 1, but turn 2 through interruption and then utilize its effect like in a fair way. I say it's fair because I'm going second. I'm going second. I'm not locking people out of the game going first. I'm going second, so I have to deal with their board. So I think it's fair. Anyway, we have a Happy Feather Duster, Heavy Storm, the 3 Upside Goblin, 3 Allure Darkness, 2 Into the Void, 1 Pot Desire, the 3 Engage, 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Triple Attack Talent because deck draws a lot, so I'm not worried about not drawing Triple Attack Talents in the deck list. So we have 2. We have 3 Triple Attack Plus and 2 Super Poly, new addition. Shout out to Stab by Hippie. Yeah, check out his YouTube channel. I saw him using this card, and I was like, maybe I should try it out. It's not like anti-malice or anything, but it takes 3 link monster. It becomes like interruption if you can't like OTK them on turn 2. Like on turn 3, you can set Super Poly, and maybe it's really good. Also, this does contradict with Lightning Storm because if you see like the add Ignister, then you're gonna want to super poly them away first, and then you cannot activate Lightning Storm anymore. So that's something I'm like on the fence about. So that's why I don't often like prefer super poly over like the other text. But this month we're gonna try it out. We have the 3 Widow Anchors and also 1 Shark Cannon. In the extra, we have Mud Dragon, Garura, and also the God Dragon for the Super Poly. We have the Typhon, as always, 3 Kagari, 1 Shizuku, 1 Hayate, 1 Kana. Dex wins pretty fast because of the Horus, so we don't need like a lot of Sky Striker names here, although the 3 Kagari is just like given. We have 1 Zeke, 1 Dark Charmer, 1 Azalea, 1 Camellia, and also Ancestral Talker. No SP because we do win a loss going turn 2. So, with that being said, you know what? Just for you guys, okay? Just for you guys. We're in the no risk territory. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Okay. I'm again. I'm not sure if this is gonna work out for me, but if I see if I see cup of A's resolving uh for my opponents more than it does for me, then I'll switch it out. Okay. Also, cup of A is very weird. I mean, needless to say. Anyway, let's hop into the game and we're gonna see how it goes.
Okay, let's start. So I'm gonna be honest with you. My experience with cover base is not the best recently, right? I did go with it sometimes, and it's not a surprise if you see cover base resolving in your opponent's favor, but it still hurts. It does hurt a lot. Now here comes. One of the bad things about recording live is that I have to stay in and watch my opponent's turn in case there's something I want to talk about, and that's something I'm not looking forward into. Anyway, we have our fellow Horus player standing 2, but they're doing different. They're doing different things. Certainly, like zombie vampire coming up right now. 1 day apiece. Now that's new. Are they just like playing Horus control? What the heck is this? Yo. Anti-cybers? Maybe? Maybe? Oh, okay. Okay, that's more spicy than zombie vampire, that's for sure. Alright. We're not taking damage from them drawing monster, by the way, because of the 1 day apiece. What did they draw again? Legacy of the Duelist. Each player can set 1 spell trap in the hand per turn. Okay, that's like okay. Appropriate. Funnily enough, it's pretty good against our deck. Like pretty good. Well, draw. Speaking of cover base, here it is. I'm gonna start with a little lightning storm action, and then we're gonna widow anchor the happy. Alright, get back your stuff. In case we're gonna draw into Talon or Thrust later, then this is nice, right? This is certainly nice, and this deck was not one of those that I expect to see in our first game from this section back here. That's gone. I'm not actually winning couple ways because we are winning already. There's no reason to do that unless this is an Ash, maybe. It is an Ash. God damn it. What now? Allure Darkness? Maybe you should have activated Allure Darkness first, but yeah. So I'm gonna banish Protoss. We can Insetti again next turn. Set Super Poly, hopefully we survive and end my turn. Maybe if we activate a couple base, they're gonna Ash that. There's no way though. I haven't seen anyone ashing a couple base. It's just like, whatever. Yeah. It's not doing that. Okay, I'll take 5200, that's fine. As long as it's not like another Ash or like a Cold Buy, then we should be fine. Wishful thinking though. Okay, SP, banishing Super Poly, I'm fine with that. Not the worst. Okay. Like at this point, I would rather that be a Maxi than a freaking Ash, to be honest. Here we go. Okay, it's not Ash. We're safe. Draw. We win, right? This is where we win. Is it Ogre? It's not. I mean, I could have played around Ogre, but I want to see if there's anything he can do with his SP. I think we just win here. Alright. Because I can't summon the Horus first and then Widow Anchor later. I have to like Widow Anchor first. But this is fine. We should be able to win here. First game is pretty odd, I must say. Pretty odd. Attack. Playing around Gores. Attack. Attack. And the last one. Yo, their deck is pretty good against Maliss. Has DNA surgery, transplant, whatever that is. Although I have to admit, that's not that good, right? It's not that good against Maliss. Like, you can stop the Splash Mage and all the cyber stuff, but the Maliss monster still goes off. Alright. I'll pick second! Surely I'm a 10 pie player. 10 pie Sky Striker. Yeah, that's a thing. Sky Striker with no Ray. I don't think that was a Sky Striker deck. I mean, Ray is Ray, right? Memento! Yeah! Well, luckily Paradise Smasher is banned, so there's that. We're gonna have to see if these Allure of Darkness gonna net us some cards, because right now our hand does not eat full combo Memento, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna let them combo, you know? Could be longer than Maliss actually. Could be shorter. It depends. Hey! Wait, what? I don't know what went wrong for them there, but we'll take it, I suppose. Yo, I just look away for like 10 seconds and then come back to them surrendering. That's wild. That is indeed wild. Going second again. Free win, we take those. Also, it has been like 10 minutes. Kind of long, actually. I'm not knowledgeable about Memento enough to see where did it go wrong with them. I mean, their board looks fine. I just don't know why. Legit don't know why. Okay, here's the Riseol. One good thing about Riseol is that even if we don't have a lot, as long as we have like Lightning Storm, Duster, or like Heavy Storm, it makes things much easier for us. As for Maliss, those cards can't be enough. For Riseol, sometimes they are enough. Kind of weird how it works. I also have to take out the Riseol Cross before resolving Imseti. That's going to be a challenge because we're not running, you know, even if we run like Afterburner and all that stuff, we still cannot pop the Cross because Detonator has a protection effect for Exceed monster. Unless they for some reason leave a regular guy on the board. I don't think that's going to happen, like ever. So yeah, the Cross is a problem. But everything else, manageable. Riseol is a good matchup for Sky Striker, honestly. We only lose to non-engine. And they do draw with Riseol Cross, so sometimes they have more non-engines than other decks against Sky Striker. Okay, that's that leech. It's kind of annoying. If they can get it to like over 2k, I can't target it anymore, and then we have to go from some detour. And whenever I do some detours, I tend to make a lot of mistakes. So let's just hope that this is not one of the cases. Luckily, the Riseol combo is short enough, so we can talk through this. Although, maybe I'm gonna cut it out through editing, I don't know. Keep this in. Yeah, okay, so cannot target Baguska, that's not a problem. Cannot target the Dual Drive, that's also not a problem. Lancia is a problem because now our Allure of Darkness is dead. Can't believe they do it in draw phase. That's not nice. Right. Take Ray. You have draw as well, no? So I can only target the Silent Leech. And that is not ideal. Let's start with Ray. We can just pop Ray right now, by the way. And the Baguska is gonna negate the Ray. Yeah. Well, maybe they doesn't know that, right? Maybe they don't know that, and they're gonna use Cross to negate Ray for some reason. No. What? No, just don't do that, guys. You saw that, by the way. You saw the Baguska effect on Ray, right? Ray got negated before the Riseol Cross, and they still use Riseol Cross. Sometimes I'm not even happy if they do the sort of play, but okay, I'll take that, I guess. The Lancia is a killer though, surprisingly enough. I think I'll negate the. Actually, no, I can't do that. I need to steal the Baguska. So let's do this. We're gonna send away the Low Darkness. I need 3 spells in the graveyard first. But we will have 2. Sending away another one. Because if we don't like take care of the Baguska, then we're gonna go into defense. Although we can't target it anyway, right? Cannot target to. Yeah, we can't target it. But I suppose that's fine. I think. Do you want to take anything before entering battle phase? Is the question. I think I do. I'm gonna go with the Widow Anchor. Take this. Like this is one of those scenario where your opponents open a path for you to take advantage of, and you need to make do with it, even though you still might fail. That's a problem. Could go this and pop the Baguska. I pop the field spell. Yeah, lots of things to consider here. I go Hayate like later. Do I pop this? I think I'm gonna pop the cross. I mean, popping Baguska isn't too bad. I guess I'm damaging, I guess. But then I can't pop the cross anymore. So yeah, kind of have to prioritize popping the cross, honestly. So we go with Azalea, activate effect, and pop this. And we cannot summon back. Gonna be put back to defense. So let's go into Hayate. Go attack. Send away. Be engaged. Don't have to actually. Let's send another Widow Anchor. You must spell in the graveyard. Alright. Alright. We go with this. Grab the Widow Anchor. Although I'm kind of mad at myself right now. This is what I'm talking about, right? This is what I'm talking about misplaying when you are you're talking at the same time. I did misplay. If you can't tell already, I did misplay because I didn't think the engage would be in the graveyard. Obviously, I activated it, so it would be in the graveyard. So now this should still be fine though, right? Go to Zeke. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to choose because yeah, let's just go for it. This should be the better play. So I'll go into Kana to stop this from attacking next turn. It could come in handy. It could come in handy. And they have no Nibiru. So we're gonna do this. I could summon back the Horuses. But I need to ensure next turn they're not gonna do anything silly. So there's that. Leave the Horus in the graveyard. End phase. We're gonna activate Shizuku. Grab Shark Cannon. Go Shark Cannon. Grab a Baguska. So yeah, we did miss a lot of damage. Did miss out on a lot of damage actually. Because had I done the Kagari in main phase 1, I could have gotten rid of the Baguska and then summon back the 2 Horuses for more damage. This is fine. We do have another King Shark in the hand. And also Ray, so I'm not worried about my follow-up. Alright. Small World. I wonder what could save you here. That's a Meow. Yeah, I'm already upset at myself for misplaying that part. It happens. Hey, it happens. You know, if you do it live, you're bound to misplay somewhere. And you're also bound to misplay somewhere if you don't do it live as well, so you might just want to do it for the sake of it. So we banished that trap in the graveyard to what, Exist Summon? Why do you have to do that though? Can you just do it like naturally? Because it's your turn? Like, what is the point? Yeah, no, you can just summon Typhon, like, naturally. Okay, that's got negated. See, I don't think we should have won this game because they misplay very badly. Like, my misplay later is like inconsequential, right? My misplay later was inconsequential, but theirs are like game losing, which is crazy to think about. Honestly, that's one of those situations where if you play paper Yu-Gi-Oh, you tend to misplay that, but because of the ruling and all that stuff, you don't know, you know. But on Master Duel, it clearly indicated that my Ray got negated by Medusa, but it's still negated anyway. That's strange. Okay, we bricked. We King Sark. Last game we kind of bricked too, but that was entirely because of the Lancia. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have used the Maliss lead because they see Maliss and they just throw Lancia in the draw phase like that. Kind of weird. Ah, okay. It is combo. It's full combo, right? It is full combo. They just summon like a random anything basically. Not that, and then link away, and then use Match Hair to banish Draw Mounts in the graveyard. Yeah, that's full combo. We're gonna have to wait for it. You know, for what it's worth, they were pretty careful with that Link Revo and all that stuff. Like, they kind of made sure I have like no dominance impulse to stop them. So they just kept the Link Revo on the field for a while, like until the very end. So their field looks kind of manageable at first glance at least. But surely it will get pretty tough later. Let's use Duster here, even though like I know that's crazy, but this doesn't do a lot. They just summon back the rabbit and they set another trap. Solemn Judgment. Solemn Judgment, you say? That's crazy. Let's go for a Lower Darkness. Okay. Wait, why would you Solemn Judgment though? Why? Why would you do that? If you're just gonna activate this anyway, like, just do it, right? Unbanish Ray. Even though if they have like Draw Longbird, we lose. No, we don't lose yet. We do have King's Heart. Where's the rabbit? Banish 2 spells. Pretty smart, huh? I kind of want to Lightning Storm for the attack position monster. Like that is funny, right? Because they need to banish a Malice Link to activate the trap. So if we destroy them all, but they can banish the Cryptor themselves and then they're gonna come back. That's not ideal, honestly. Should I just get rid of the trap? There's also Appaloosa I want to get rid of before committing. Like, that's a problem, right? Cryptor banish themselves, and then they can only banish one more card with a trap. I still think Lightning Storm for the monster is the way to go. We could go for the trap, but then they can still banish with Cryptor. So yeah, this is like much better because now we can get rid of Appaloosa. Yep. Really nice. Really nice. Wait, if you okay, that doesn't do that, right? Okay, I got what is happening now. Yeah, because if you just banish Cryptor and then it come back, you can activate the trap. However, you can't banish anymore because banishing is a cost. If you banish Cryptor, who came back from the banish pile, to add something, then you can't banish anything anymore. Although they had Match Hair in the hand, it could have been a different thing. But yeah, you kind of got away this time around. So Cryptor comes back, and then Red Ransom comes back. Okay. So White Binder haven't activated yet. So that's something I'm worried about. Comes Dormouse. So assuming March has in the hand, right? White Binder can still comes back. It can still draw one more card. Banish my Horus. Go with Engage. I'm gonna grab Ray. Let's go with Ray. Ah, the draw and Lockbird. That feels fine though. Normal summon? Response? Much hair? No. Okay. Go Tagari. Tagari. Activate. Rabbi Engage. So I can discard. Okay. You're safe. You're safe. Yo. Would they get like suspicious if they're gonna they're gonna White Binder or my Link monster? That would be a weird play to make, but it's actually correct. But you don't even know how good that is. That's like crazy good. Okay, I just want to make sure nothing is gonna get screwed up here. Yeah, all the trap in the graveyard. So I think we can resolve this Protoss. I'm gonna banish Ray. Because if we manage to resolve Protoss this turn, we should win. Right? Let's go with Dark. Dark. This is 4 summon, right? Ray. No, it's 5. So there's no nip, thankfully. Let's go with this. Maybe there is nip. No, they should have nipped the Protoss if so. Let me discard Pink Star. Send him setting. Wait. Yeah, we can't summon Dark anymore. I forgot. Discard. You see how many misplay I'm... Okay, we should still be able to win with the what's that? Happy? Yeah. So that's a minor misplay. Bro, it's crazy when you play while recording and talking at the same time. It's crazy. It happens. Things happen. You're not allowed to misplay. Hey, you go first, buddy. You go first. Coin toss is like whatever at this point. In fact, you might want to lose the coin toss so they don't know what you want. Yeah, that's fine. Thankfully, we did have another card in our hand, so we can send Happy. Even though I don't think they can win next turn anyway, because we resolved Protoss, but yeah, that's like missing one OTK pretty much. Had we not have the thing in the hand. Now I could have summoned Inseti first, and then go Protoss, go Dark. It's not gonna get destroyed because of King Star protection. But yeah, that's one of the things, minor thing. In my head, it was like, if I resolve Protoss anyway, and that's what we are aiming for, then we don't need Ray in Graveyard because she's not gonna come back anyway. And there's no need to summon another Link monster. But then I forgot about the Inseti. It's just the way it works. It's just funny that way. Now, Fiend Smith, Kashtira. The most annoying thing about this, the freaking Birth. I hate Birth. Kinda hate it. I'm gonna set, and this card got released back to 3, right? It's now 3. I don't like that. But yeah, it's understandable. It's not like the most frustrating card, but for Sky Striker particularly, it's so annoying. It is so annoying. Did you notice he just summoned the Lacrima from the hand, by the way? So that means he's playing 1 Lacrima? That's kind of weird. It is a bit weird, I must admit. It is a bit weird. Also, you guys do realize we just went through like 4 games where 2 of those games, one is uncertain because it was against Momento, they surrendered on the turn 1, and the Riseol game, we should not have won that one with the hand that we had. Like the Lancia completely shut down the 2 Allure Darkness, and then for some reason the Riseol Cross misplay cost them the game. Alright, so we just like make Desiree this way. Yeah, Desiree being untargetable is quite annoying. In this case, Widow Anchor is there. That's why sometimes you see me taking out the Widow Anchor when it's not like effective against the boss monster. But for this meta, you can still like Widow Anchor. Oh my god. Are you ready for the sequel? In this meta, you can still like Widow Anchor the ally called Talker. So that's 1+ thing. Yeah, do your stuff, your tier stuff. We have to deal with 2 Omni, and the most annoying part about it is that one of those is not targetable. I mean, all 2 of those is not targetable actually. How do we bait out the crime is the question. Like, you have to remember. Should we start with Kingstark? Kingstark, discard Widow Anchor. I don't know if they're gonna use Desiree on that though. That's like one thing. I think that's our best bet anyway. Because they do have crime. We start with Imseti, they're gonna crime that. But they don't have to discard, so. And then we can Kingstark? Maybe? Come on. Yeah, that's not the worst. Okay, let's start with Imseti. Widow Anchor is gone. Oh, let resolve. Okay. Okay. 2 talents. Yeah, that's fine. Like, I have a lot of 1-ups in the extra, but they probably gonna take out the Shizuku or Hayate, if I have to guess. Okay, that was an access code. So, we do have 2 talents. There's still a Scream. If we can manage to bait out the Scream right here, it would be nice. So we're gonna activate the Kingstark. Okay. No, that's just weird, okay? That's just weird. I haven't even activated the effect yet. At least like wait for me to discard or something. That's kind of weird. I mean, that's not gonna stop my Imseti though. Okay. So we're gonna talent right here. We take they have to negate this with crime, or else we're gonna take his their Rupalos, and then the crime is gonna be a little bit of in a pickle, because I can go battle phase and punch over the tier cache, so the crime's gonna be off. So that's why they decided to use crime. Here comes the Happiness Fusion. Put back in the deck. Oh, Drago's Sepelia. That's certainly not what I was expecting, by the way. We're gonna go Imseti. So now we just have to deal with the Drago, right? I'm certainly drawing 2 here. Like just Drago. Draw 2. This is just perfect. I think there should be a line that leads to winning. I want normal summon Ray. I just need to take care of the Ray Drago. The bird's annoying. The bird's annoying. Should I go Azalea and pop it? Just negate it. I think negating this is not that bad for him, because the bird is very good against Sky Striker, but either way, I think it's a win-win condition. I mean, a win-win situation for us. I'm not negating that. I do have Widow Anchor, but I don't have to negate that. Now that we are here. So there are 3 cards in the graveyard once we activate the spell. Let's just do this. I want to get the birth out of the way early, so I can do like the engage stuff, and this should like prompt him to activate his birth. Bro, sometimes you just trick your opponents like that. It's just like yeah, I think you should have birth there, honestly. But that's all my spell gone. But unfortunately for you, my friend, I see a win here. An OTK perhaps. Let's start with the engage. I have to do this fast as well. because yeah, I'm gonna have to go offline soon. I'm doing this in like different days, so that's why I'm gonna do this fast. We don't just lump every ladder game into one day. That's just like way too stressful, especially in this format. We're gonna go for thrust, take the engage, and you know, I'm just gonna let it play out. I do see a win, although is it enough damage? Let's go for Widow Anchor. Draw one card. Another Protoss. Let's go for Kagari. All I need to take care of is the Desert Ray effect in the graveyard, and we do have ways to not send it to the graveyard. Right? You guys know. Let's go for engage here. You guys know my favorite card is Typhon. Like seriously, I mean people hate on it. So Allure here, banish our Protoss. People hate on it, and the more you guys hate Typhon, the more I like it. Typhon is great. So yeah, I do believe we win here. Let's go with this. Take. I'll also activate another Widow Anchor. Now take the Drago. Yeah. Take. I'm gonna go into kinda. Just getting attributes for Protoss, that's all. Go Hayate. I need to be careful, I would screw this up. Yeah. Right, go Shizuku. I'll go Dark here. I think we will get back the Drago's Stapelia. That's for the best. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now we do need to go Typhon, but not after we summon Protoss. So let's do just that. Banish 1, 2, 3. I just realized we're doing it live, so you guys gonna see my my mouse in action, right? Sometimes it's just like crazy. Wind. Not mouse skill, but the mouse. Sometimes it double clicks for no reason, so that's why sometimes I make some ridiculous plays. That shouldn't happen. Okay, let's go Typhon, and we bounce the Desert Ray, and that should be game, right? If my math is correct, that should be game. Bounce it here, and we go to battle. Attack. Boom. Could have added some damage with the King's Heart, to be honest, but you don't have to. Typhon for game. That's great. That is awesome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break here. I have to go soon, and I'm gonna see you in another day. Right? We're gonna continue climbing in another day. Separate them into different videos, so I don't get like burned out, because there are only a few meta games that you can face for one day.